In this video, let's learn about making symbols for our components. One of the ICs that we'll be using in board 4 is the ADC chip called ADS1115 from Texas Instrument. Let's build a symbol for this component. So the first thing to do is look it up in the JLC part library. And there you go. This is our component. You can see the LCSC number here and the datasheet here. I'm going to open the datasheet for now. So this is a analog to digital converter. And if I scroll down, I can see the pin diagram over here. We will be using the MSOP10 package. So this is the pinout. Basically, this is the symbol that we will be building. After seeing the pinout, let's go to Altium and build the symbol. I'll double click on my schematic library and it should open the library for me. If you can see in the bottom left, there's a tab called SEH library. If you cannot see it on your Altium, go to View, Panels, Schematic Library, and it should open the list of components for you. Now, let's edit the component 1 here. If you double click on it, it should open the properties for you. Let's see. Design item ID. This is like a unique reference to your symbol. So let's follow the best practices naming convention, which is the designator first. Since this is an IC, it is U. For resistor, it will be R, capacitor C, and so on. And then I'm going to say what kind of IC it is. Since this is an ADC, I'm typing ADC. And then I put the manufacturing part number next to it. So if it's a resistor, we could add R and then the value of the resistor and the package of it. Designator. Since this is an IC, the designator is U. And then we have to put a question mark next to it. Why is this question mark? Because when you place it in the schematic and do tools annotation, it will annotate it automatically for you. Comment can be anything. I'll just put the same manufacturer part number for this as well. Oops, I missed a one here. All right. We can talk about the description and parameters later. For now, just close this tab. Again, if you go to View, Panel, and the Schematic Library, you should see that the component 1 has changed to your ADC. All right, let's build the symbol now. Since we're building an IC, one of the first steps for it is to place the rectangle for it. So if I right click, place, and then place rectangle, it will let me place a rectangle. Don't worry about the size of this. You can resize it later once you have all the pins and know exactly how big a rectangle you want. If you double click it, it'll show the properties. You can make the border as small. Let the colors remain same because that's the convention that we follow. Close this tab. After this, let's place pin. So it's the same thing. Right click, place and pin. Since I've done schematics before, it will just increment the number for this one. You might get this as 1, but it doesn't matter. We can edit it in the properties. Make sure that the pointy edge here with the cross mark is outside because that's where you'll connect the wire. So if you connect it like this, then it won't make any connection because the connectivity is from this point. So I'm going to place it here for now and press escape and double click on this pin. This will open the properties for this pin. Let's see. I want my designator to be 1 because this is pin 1. And what's my name? So this is where the datasheet comes into picture. So if you see here, 1 is ADDR. And if you go to pin description, ADDR is digital input. So let's go back to the properties and make it ADDR and make this as an input. You can close this tab and there we have our first pin. Similarly, we can fill in the rest of the pins referring to the data sheet. As you can see, I filled the rest of the pins using the data sheet. Pin 8 is the last one, which is VDD. Let's fill that. If you double click again, the properties open. The name is VDD. And what is the type? It's type power. So let's make it power. And there you go. You have the entire symbol ready.